like to show you today how I use the chalk pastels to add the illusion of a toasted meringue. So I have my piece of meringue right here. It's the white wool, and I have used just some blue tape to create some little peaks right here, and that's what I'm going to shade. I also have a set of, it's just a cheap set of chalk pastels I got from Hobby Lobby. I think they were $8. And I've tested out a few of the browns in the set to pick what I liked best. And I played with them, and let me show you a little bit. I just rub a Q-tip. Be a little closer. There we go. Rub a Q-tip on it. Rub your Q-tip on your chalk. And you'll notice that I'm just rubbing one direction. I'm just kind of coming down from the tape onto the wool. Trying to make it look like those got a little toasty there. I'm not a lemon meringue fan, but my mom makes a nice lemon meringue pie, and she always toasts the meringue. You can kind of see the differences in my colors. One is much warmer. I'm going to spread that a little bit. Okay, so what happens when you do that? Now I've got a blob there I don't want. Just keep wiping at it. Just keep dabbing, wiping. Because when we get through, and maybe I should have done this before I took the tape off, you want to rub it with a Q-tip until no more brown comes off, because you don't want this rubbing off on other things. And so I'm going to keep going until the tip of my Q-tip. You just want to keep rubbing until the tip of your Q-tip comes up clean. That one has a light color to it, so I'm not done rubbing. And as we do that, it'll kind of smooth this spot out, I think. Or I'll put a lemon on top of that spot. Yeah, now we're getting all of it rubbed off of there. So let's do the same thing up here. Just keep rubbing it in. I want to add a little bit more to that one right there. Have to remember the one that's easy. One of them picks up chalk easy, the other one doesn't. All right, now let's get our clean Q-tip and make sure that that row is rubbed clean. A little bit. You don't want any chance that when you put this away that the chalk from here rubs off on your other pie pieces. So you want to keep going until you get it clean. And I think that there's a chance that some of what I'm picking up is, yeah, directly from the tape. Let's see, one last Q-tip in this stack. All right, let's take that off. Now, you might be wondering how come my wool is holding so still. It's holding still because I put it on the back side of one of the freezer paper pattern pieces, because I knew that doing the edges would be difficult, and I wanted it to stay in place while I tried to do the edges. So I just ironed it to the freezer paper to just have a way to hold it still. See, that's my dark one. So let's darken that one. It might pull up, but I felt like the freezer paper, because I don't want to go the opposite direction. I want to bring it from the edge of the wool to the center. Right here. Okay, let's do the more rust color. Dab it first. Okay. Let's get some more of that one. Add a little bit more up here. Okay. You can hear me kind of scrubbing more. Now, this is where the lemon will be, and so it'll kind of cover that up. So I'm just going to touch a few other edges lightly. I don't want it to look like the my little peaks here are upside down, but I want to touch up just a little bit of the edges of it. Okay, Okay, now we're ready to clean this one up. Get all of the excess color off of it. You can only do this with good quality wool, because otherwise you would be fraying it by rubbing it against the edges like this. We're getting some brown still, so we need to keep going and cleaning it up. Remember, it's better to add light layers and go back and add more light layers than it is to try and get out your boo-boo right there. Yeah, it's working. Okay. So that is how you use the chalk pastels to turn your meringue, your little white wool meringue, into toasted meringue. See you next time.